Hello there, welcome to NTV English News Bulletin. I am Bhavana Casey. In the beginning, we have the headlines. Winners of 156 House of Representatives constituencies declared so far. Congress claims win in 52 places, UML in 41 and Mao Center in 17 places. Results of 317 seats of Provincial Assembly declared so far. Congress maintains the lead, UML trailing behind. Vote count of PR also underway. Protests against COVID-19 restrictions appear to intensify in several cities of China following fire in an apartment block in Urumqi. And Messi scores as Argentina secures a crucial 2-0 win over Mexico in the World Cup. Japan to face Costa Rica. Spain to lock horns with Germany in today's match. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now we have the news in details. The results of 156 out of 165 constituencies have been declared so far of the House of Representatives election held on November the 20th. 165 out of the total 275 members will be elected under the first past the post system, while the remaining 110 members will be elected from the proportional representation system. As of now, Nepali Congress has owned 53 seats in the House of Representatives, the largest among all. The CPN-UML has secured 41 seats so far and stands in second position. Similarly, CPN Mao Center has owned 17 seats while it is leading in 8 constituencies. The CPN Unified Socialist has secured 10 seats. Rashtriya Swatantra Party and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party have owned 7 seats each. Janata Samajwadi Party has owned 6 seats. Independent candidates have owned 5 seats, while Lokatantrik Samajwadi Party has owned 4 seats and Nagarik Unmukti Party has secured 3 seats in the House of Representatives. Also, Nepal Workers and Peasants Party, Janamat Party and Rashtriya Janamorcha have so far owned 1 constituency each. Among the latest winners, CPN-UML's candidate Subhash Chandra Nemang has been elected as the member of the House of Representatives from Ilam constituency number 2. Nemang was elected by defeating Nepali Congress's candidate Dambar Bahadur Khanka with a thin margin of 114 votes. While Nemang secured a total of 30,020 votes, his nearest rival Khanka received 29,906 votes. Nemang was elected from the same constituency in the election held in 2017. Lakshmi Mahato of CPN-UML has been elected as the member of the House of Representatives from Mohottari 1. He won by 1,031 votes, surpassing his nearest contender, Giriraj Mari Pokhrel of the Mao Center. Dig Bahadur Limbu of Nepali Congress has been elected to the House of Representatives from Morang 1. He defeated CPN-UML's candidate Ghanashyam Khatiwada. The election results of 9 election constituencies towards the House of Representatives election is yet to be declared. That includes Sangza constituency number 2, Ilam constituency number 1, 3 constituencies of Sunsari, Udaipur constituency number 1, and Dhanusa constituency number 4, and Dolakha constituency number 1. The vote count of re-polling held on Saturday in Bajura is yet to begin, and all-party meeting has been called to commence the vote count. Meanwhile, in the ongoing vote count, Nepali Congress is in the leading position with lead in 3 constituencies, and CPN-UML is ahead in 2 places. Candidate of Rashtriya Swatantra Party is maintaining lead in 1 constituency, that is in Sunsari 1. Nepali Congress continues to lead the vote count in the first past the post system. However, CPN-UML is ahead on the proportional vote count. According to the Election Commission, UML has secured 2.31 million votes so far. Congress has obtained 2.21 million votes. So far, the CPN Mao Center is in the 3rd place with 968,250 votes. Rashtriya Swatantra Party has obtained 947,370 votes, while Rashtriya Prajatantra Party has received 487,364 votes. Vote count of Provincial Assembly elections that was held together with the House of Representatives on November the 20th is also underway. So far, the final results of the Provincial Assembly in 317 places have been announced. Nepali Congress has owned in 103 places, while CPN-UML has owned 88 seats, and Mao Center has been declared victorious in 53 seats of the Provincial Assembly. With this update, time to go for a short break, but still to come we have. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now we have more updates, and let's have the latest from the international front. Protests against COVID restrictions in China appear to have intensified following a fire which killed 10 people in an apartment block in Urumqi. In the city of Shanghai, videos posted on social media by foreign journalists saw thousands of people taking to the streets to remember the victims and to protest against the COVID restrictions. Many people have blamed the lockdown of residential buildings for the fire. Chinese authorities have denied it was the cause, though Urumqi authorities did issue an unusual apology late on Friday, vowing to punish anyone who had deserted their duty. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan said that his party is quitting the country's regional and national assemblies as he made his first public appearance since being wounded in a gun attack earlier this month. Khan, a former cricket star turned politician, was ousted in a no confidence vote in Parliament in April. Khan launched a protest late last month from the eastern city of Lahore toward Islamabad as part of his campaign for early polls, but stepped down from personally leading the convoy after he was wounded by a gunman who opened a fire. He told thousands of his supporters that his Tehreek-e-Insaf party is leaving all regional and national assemblies and getting out of this corrupt system. Venezuela's government and its opposition on Saturday agreed to create a UN-managed fund to finance health, food and education programs for the poor, while the U.S. Biden administration eased some sanctions on the country in an effort to boost the newly restarted talks between the sides. The agreement, signed in Mexico City by representatives of President Nicolas Maduro and the opposition, including the faction backed by the United States and led by Juan Guaido, marked the resumption of the long-stalled negotiations meant to find a common path out of South American countries' complex crisis. The U.S. government, in response, agreed to allow oil giant Chevron to pump Venezuelan oil. The broad terms of the agreement for the United Nations managed social fund were announced by the head of group of Norwegian diplomats guiding the negotiations. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have what we have coming up next. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now to more updates, and let's have more from the international front. Hundreds of people gathered in Hollabrunn on Saturday to witness the traditional Krampus run. More than 150 Krampus actors returned to the town in Lower Austria to celebrate the old tradition for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. In Alpine folklore, Krampus is the evil side of Santa Claus, who punishes children by canning them and putting them in a sack or basket. A Krampus can be identified by his devil-like mask, a furry costume, and the cowbells attached to his belt. The originally pagan tradition was eventually given a Christian facelift by pairing Krampus with Saint Nicholas. The event draws visitors not only from Austria but also from the neighboring countries. China on Saturday successfully reignited a 130 metric ton heavy thrust liquid propellant engine, which will be tasked with lifting the country's reusable carrier rockets now under development. During the test, which took place in Xi'an, Shanxi province, the new reusable engine was ignited twice and worked well, according to Academy of Aerospace Propulsion Technology in Xi'an, a subsidiary of China Aerospace Science. It will be used on China's reusable spacecraft and will be key to maintaining the nation's space station. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have the highlights first. Now to sports. Two Two matches under the Group E and two matches under Group F are slated for today in the FIFA World Cup 2022 underway in Qatar. Japan will be facing Costa Rica under Group B in the first match of the day. The match will kick off at 3:45 p.m. Nepal Standard Time at Ahmad bin Ali Stadium. In the other match of the day, Belgium will play against Morocco under Group F match. The match will kick off at 6:45 p.m. at Al Tumana Stadium. Likewise, under the Group F match, Croatia will lock horns with Canada in the match that will kick off at 9:45 p.m. at Khalifa International Stadium. Spain will be playing against Germany under the Group E match that will begin at 12:45 a.m. Monday, Nepal Standard Time at Al Bayat Stadium. Meanwhile, Captain Lionel Messi's stunner helped Argentina beat Mexico 2-0 to help them keep their World Cup dream alive as Lionel Scaloni's side moved up to second in Group C. Argentina knew defeat would effectively end their World Cup after two games following the embarrassment of the loss to the Saudi Arabia in the opener. Messi changed all that after 64 minutes when he took one touch to control a pass with his left foot before drilling an unerring finish past Mexico keeper into the bottom corner of the 20 yards. Victory in the top final Group C game against Poland will send them into the knockout phase. With this, we come to the end of this English News Bulletin. But before we say goodbye, let's have a quick reminder of the major stories. Winners of 156 House of Representatives constituencies declared so far. Congress claims win in 53 places, UML in 41. Results of 317 seats of Provincial Assembly declared so far. Vote count of proportional representation system also underway. Protests against COVID-19 restrictions appear to intensify in several cities of China following fire in an apartment block in Urumqi. And Messi scores as Argentina secure a crucial 2-0 win over Mexico in World Cup. Japan to face Costa Rica. Spain to lock horns with Germany in today's match. That's all we have in this edition of English News Bulletin. We shall see you again with next round of English Bulletin at 6 in the evening. Till then, have a great time ahead and stay tuned with us. Namaste.